What to do, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One, and the Walter Payton Man of the Year award goes out to Jordan Mailata. Congratulations, Jordan. Jordan Mailata, man. We're gonna talk about Jordan Mailata a little bit in the video, but for right now, congratulations for winning the Payton Man of the Year award. We also got the Haason Reddick with him playing with the Jets for 10 games. We get a 68th overall pick in this coming year's draft. That's a high fourth round. Like that's a high four pick. Yeah, I think it's the fourth in the third round. It's a high third round pick. We can do a lot with that. We can do a lot with that. So I know that's a little later on. We got to get to the playoff game and stuff like that. Speaking of playoffs, guess what quarterback in all his years of starting has made the playoffs? You got it, man. You guessed it. You were right. Yeah, it's Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has made the playoff. When he started the season, he's made the playoffs his whole career. You can't say that about every top 5 quarterback these guys is picking up on their top 5 list. You can't say that about them. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. Jalen Hurts a winner. That's what he do. He win. You know what I'm saying? So Kyle Shanahan. Vic Fangio talked about how dangerous Kyle Shanahan is as far as an offensive coordinator. I mean, as far as a play caller is concerned, because of how he mixed things in, and everything that they do is, it has purpose to it. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he said, and then we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about what that means and how we feel about the game. I mean, how we feel about playing the 49ers. So, with all that being said, let's get into the topics. Fangio talked about what makes Kyle Shanahan so dangerous as a play caller, and this is what he said.
What challenges do San Francisco's offense present from just watching them this year?
Yeah, lots of them. They have a really good scheme. It's all packaged together very nicely. They give you a lot of good motions. Everything they do is with a purpose, and they do a really good job of it. Obviously, Purdy operates it very well. McCaffrey's an elite back. Got a good group of receivers. Kittle at tight end. I mean, they had a run where they were hottest offense in the league for like 6-7 weeks in a row here of late.
They use a lot of two-back.
Yeah. They are a good team. They just have nothing really to threaten us with. This defense watch a lot of film. This defense comes prepared. This defense is really good. In the last 4 or 5 games has been high tier. And when it comes to pass defense, the line is one of the stronger parts of this defense again. We got Marcus Epps playing really well at safety. I'm just not really scared of what that offense could do to us. More so of what our offense might not do for us. So, we have a video right here where people talk about how they feel. I think it's Elliott Schultz is on a podcast, WIP, kind of explaining on how he feels about going into this game and what he feel the Eagles are at right now. So let's hear it.
I think a lot about where I'm at with this team heading into the postseason and what do I think is going to happen. I think I trust this team more than I trusted last year's team at this time. And I think this team has a better chance of going to the Super Bowl this year than I thought they did last year. Now, obviously, we know they won the Super Bowl. So I'm not talking about the finished product. I'm talking about going into the playoffs, right? At this point last year, this Eagles team had not won the Super Bowl, right? They were facing the Lions as the number 1 seed, which I think was a tougher number 1 seed than the Seahawks. I think the Rams were better last year than they were this year. The Eagles also didn't have home field advantage last year. And I've seen them complete the mission. This time around, I know they can do it, right? And I think the path is easier. So do they have to flip a switch? Maybe. I think they probably do need to play a little better on offense. But I think mostly I believe in this team more than I did the Eagles this time last year.
I want to disagree. There's so many question marks to what's going on with the offense this year. What we had going into the offense of last year, we knew what it was. It was passing. We weren't passing the ball very efficiently. We knew what that was. It got better on going into the postseason, but we had a couple of games where it was really good, and then we had games kind of like this. But we was able to run the ball, so we had offense going. We were like number 1 in rushing, so we had offense going. We ain't got no offense going. 3 and outs, the most 3 and outs. This is not a better sign, or they don't look that bad. I don't know. I think he was just trying to make a hot take. I do not agree with it, and I respect some of the things that he say, man. But this one right here, I do not agree with. This is a very not okay way to feel going to the playoffs. I think it could be changed. Probably if Cam Jurgens don't play well in this game, this is a tune-up game. If Cam Jurgens does the same thing he's been doing all season long, whiffing blocks and stuff like that, mainly Cam Jurgens, because he's like the main culprit when it comes to whiffing blocks and being pushed back. If he don't get that together in this game, I think you make a switch to Drew Kendall. For the sake of the year, we already got an offensive coordinator who's not doing much to help us. We got to have a run game. We absolutely have to have a run game. And I think with Drew Kendall, we'll get that run game. So, Jordan Mailata, while we're talking about the line, Jordan Mailata, explain playing in the league, what that does for having home field advantage. What does that do for him in particular?
Electric, an honor, and probably one of the greatest feelings that you can get. Just the immense support. You really feel that, especially on third downs for our defense. When we're running out the tunnel, man, it's a great atmosphere, and I'm glad we got a home game.
You feel like turn it on, ready to go?
Of course, 100%. We have to. It's do or die. So we're going to get this right. Yeah, we feel rested. Well, at least I do. I can only speak for myself, So pretty confident, pretty happy to be able to be playing football in January. So it's on to the next, and get ready for this game this week.
Yeah, man, I've heard that so much where players go, man, it's just how it's the energy in the air, man. It's the fans yelling and screaming, but it does something for a player. Gets the adrenaline going. So, I mean, I wish we could have got those 2 seeds at the. We could have got the 2nd seed. That way we could get at least 2 home games. We could still get 2 home games. There are some really good teams at the wild card, so we could still get 2 home games. It's less likely we'll get 2 home games, but we can still get 2 home games if it falls away some old weird way that all the wild card teams win. We can still get 2 home games. So, before I get out of here, I've been hearing a lot of crap about 49er fans are not concerned with the Eagles. They actually think that this is a walk-off game. We do too. We do too. And then you know how people do, man. They'll go and pull up some stats. I'm gonna throw a couple out there, just 2. I'm gonna throw a couple out there just to make my point. They got Kyle Shanahan in his career is 6-0 in the wild card and divisional round games. That's good for Kyle Shanahan. You know what? I'm gonna throw another one out there. Before I make my point, I'm gonna throw another one out there. The Chiefs have never lost 2 back-to-back games. I know y'all heard that. I know y'all heard that. When we played the Chiefs, we didn't know who we were. We didn't know who we were. We were still whiffing blocks. We had a game where Jalen Hurts barely got over 100 yards. Barely got over 100 yards. And we won that game. And they lost 2 back-to-back games. I don't want to hear no stat line. They got to go out there and line up. They got to go out there and line up against, you would say, arguably the best defense in the football league right now, the most dominant defense right now. You got to go out there and line up and play them. And then you got to go out there and line up against maybe an underachieving offense, but in the same sense, the pieces on that underachieving offense can blow you up. So I don't want to hear nothing about they're not scared. You probably are scared. Don't look past this. You probably are scared. And we come out there and block right. No negative plays. Like how we've been having. Cam Jurgens don't keep sitting down in Saquon's lap. And y'all gonna have a problem. The league gonna have a problem because we put a whooping on these 49ers and get it going in these playoffs. Y'all might as well just hand us the damn trophy. Walk second round of the playoffs, just put it in the case. Put it in the case because Seahawks won't touch us. Their defense is pretty good. Our defense is dominant. Seahawks won't touch us. And that's the only team that might have a chance at it. They won't touch us. That's all I got, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn those post notifications on so you don't miss no video. And we out. Let's go Birds, man.